Hey, good morning to you. Jesus is Lord. The word works. I've been talking to you about faith. Jesus said, no faith because of fear. Get rid of fear, you have faith. Little faith because of doubt. You get rid of the doubt, then you'll have more faith. Ever increasing faith, we're going to talk about that in a couple of days. How you do it is by releasing those good things that's within you. That's what the word says, I believe, in the book of Philemon. We'll go to that and look at that. Strong faith. Abraham was strong in faith because he didn't consider the circumstances around him. He considered the promises of God. So he had strong faith. And then there's great faith, which is not moved by nothing but the word of God they always receive. So we're talking about faith. Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, and it is evidence of things not seen. So let's understand this verse a little bit today. Because, man, what a great way to live. I mean, there's nothing impossible to him that believes. Pat and I have gone everywhere, done everything. We are so blessed because we learned that God gave us the gift of faith, and we can change our circumstances. We can believe God. I mean, we had 3 little boys, wonderful little boys. And we asked Matthew, he was our youngest, said, what are you believing for? He said, a baby or sister. We said, oh, no, oh, no. We didn't want any more children at that time. But, you know, as we thought about that and meditated on that, it grew within us. It just kind of grew up. Well, let's have another child. But this time, let's have a little girl. And we boldly confessed. I was a pastor of the church at the time. We boldly confessed we are going to have a blonde-headed, blue-eyed, dimpled baby girl 36 years ago. Here came joy in the morning, blonde-headed, blue-eyed, dimpled. And of course, she has 3 of her own children. Now, we're blessed, blessed, because we decided what we wanted. We decided the color hair, the color eyes, the dimples in the cheeks. And we even said she gets all of our best features. And so she got all of Pat's features and maybe 1 or 2 of mine. But she's beautiful. Got exactly what we wanted, what we prayed for. So it's exciting to be able to say, I want this or I need this and receive it from God. But you got to know what faith is. Faith is the substance. You see, you decide you're going to build your own house. So you hire your contractor. Well, the first thing you got to do is get the plans, decide this is what I want in the house and give him the plans, blueprints or whatever. But then you've got to go get him the raw material. I mean, I'm talking about just a really, really good contractor. He can build you what you want, but you have to get him the material. You buy it with your money. Or whatever you got to do, you get it. Hey, a good contractor can do nothing for you without the building material. Faith is the building material that God's got to have to bring into existence what you want. Now, we live in a beautiful home here, and it was built by somebody else, but it was everything we wanted. But if we were going to build a house, Pat would decide what she wanted, the features that she wanted, but then hire the contractor, but then you got to give them something, either the money to go purchase it or either the materials that they have to build the house. The brick in this house or the wood on the porch that I'm sitting on. You got to provide that. That's what faith is. Faith is the raw material that God has to have, the master builder, to build anything that you really want in your life. So faith is the substance. The next thing it says, faith is the substance of things hoped for. You hope to live a long life. Well, you got to give God faith for a long life. Pat and I say all the time, we're going to live to be 150 years old. We're going to be in love all of those years. Our marriage is going to be strong. We're giving God substance. We're giving God stuff. We're giving God things that he can use to build those things into our life. So get a hold of that. Let me just stay on that for another minute or so. Without substance, you can't build anything. Now, I've got an old trailer that I haul stuff on, wooden stuff in it. It's rotted. I got to go replace it. And the other day I was thinking, I'm just going to have to do this because I need it from time to time. I don't use it often, but it's weathered after, 12, 15 years. I got to replace it. Well, I'm a pretty good mechanic. Fair carpenter. I got a saw. I got an electric drill. I can get up there and take all that wood off, and then the trailer is totally useless until I put new stuff on it. Now watch, I'm thinking about it. I've already gone and looked at it, and I know about what it's going to cost me. I've gone to Home Depot and looked at those 2 by 10 by 12s, because it's 12 feet long. But now I'm going to go up to the airport, most likely, where my tools are. I'm going to start taking it apart. Now, after I once take it apart, then I've got to go buy those 2 by 12s, and then I've got to put them in there. I can't do it without the money to go get the stuff. Get that. God cannot heal your body unless you give him some faith, some material for healing, which is faith in God. God can't restore your marriage unless you give him some faith, which is the material, the substance that he has to have to restore your marriage. Now, I tell you all the time, I tell Pat 20 times a day or more, you love me. And she tells me, yes, I do. And 20 times a day, she'll turn around and say, and you love me. We hold hands. I mean, we're still smoochy, smoochy, cuddly, cuddly. But we don't leave it to the smoochy, smoochies and cuddly, cuddlies. I told her 2 or 3 times the other day, and I said, not only do I love you, I like you. I do. I like the way she talks. I like the way she preaches. I like the way she walks. I like the way she cooks. I like the woman. But I'm snared by my words because I say I like you. So faith, get it, is the substance or the stuff that God's got to have to build into your life the things that you are believing for. And you have the gift of faith, so start talking it and saying it and saying it. Get your words out there, and those words will bring it to pass. You'll find yourself blessed just like we are. And so until I'm with you tomorrow, saints, remember, hey, Jesus is Lord. Thank God the Word works.